This is what I feed my cats in a day. I like to keep 2 out of 3 of their meals a day pretty simple. So for breakfast today, I'm just going to give them 2 ounces each of this Viva Raw in elk. And that's it. Lunch is at 3 p.m. and they're going to get this open farm pate in chicken and beef. I'm going to give them a half a can each. For some added hydration, they're going to be getting this open farm turkey bone broth. And then I just gave everything a mix. And that's it for lunch. Again, I just kept it pretty simple. Dinner is at 10 p.m. and it's usually their largest meal because I add supplements and toppers. For dinner today, they're going to be having about 2 ounces each of this Viva Raw in goat, adding some water for hydration, and a probiotic to maintain their gut health. For toppers, they're going to be getting this freeze-dried quail egg yolk from Arya Sit. These are great for preventing hairballs, especially since it's shedding season. As a yummy treat, they're getting these super cute chicken breast flowers from Cosmicos. And that's everything that my 5 spoiled cats ate in a day. This is what my 5 spoiled cats eat in a day. Breakfast is at 10 a.m. and they usually just get plain food, no supplements or toppers. Today they're going to be getting the Tiki Cat After Dark Pate Plus in chicken and duck. Lunch is at 3 p.m. and it's also going to be plain and simple. They're going to be getting the Stella and Chewy dinner morsels in rabbit. Since it's freeze-dried, I'm going to be rehydrating with the open farm beef bone broth. After a couple minutes of soaking, it's ready to serve. I'm also giving them some of the leftover broth for some added hydration. Dinner is at 10 p.m. and it's their largest meal because I add supplements and toppers. Today they're getting about 2 ounces of Viva Raw duck with added bone broth, a pump each of this Sestipa salmon oil for their skin and coat, and a freeze-dried egg yolk for added protein. This is also really great for hair. And finally, I'm just going to give them some of this open farm freeze-dried raw for some added crunch. And that's everything that my 5 spoiled cats ate in a day. Keep in mind that you definitely do not have to do everything that I do. Any complete and balanced food is perfectly suitable to feed alone. So you don't have to add any supplements or toppers unless you want to. This is what I feed my 6 cats in a day. Breakfast is at 10 a.m. and I'm going to keep it super simple. I'm starting off with the Stella and Chewy chicken and turkey recipe and adding a little bit of water for some hydration. Lunch is at 3 p.m. and they're going to be getting this Meow air-dried cat food in venison. I'm going to rehydrate it with this Open Farm chicken bone broth. You can also use water instead. I'm just using bone broth because my cats prefer the taste. Dinner is at 10 p.m. and that's when I use supplements and toppers. Tonight they're getting smalls in the turkey recipe with some Felix's Flora, which is a pre and probiotic. As always, I added water for more hydration and topped with these freeze-dried scallops I got in Japan. Organ meats are high in essential nutrients and protein, so today they're getting a couple pieces of venison along. And that's everything that my cats ate in a day. Generally, I like to keep 2 out of 3 of the meals simple, so just cat food and water. The third meal is usually the only time that I give them supplements and toppers so that I don't accidentally give them too many treats and unbalance their meals. This is everything my cats eat in a day. For breakfast, they're getting smalls in the chicken and turkey recipe. They're each getting a third of the packet. For extra hydration, they're getting water from this fancy dispenser. Honestly, I bought it for fun, but it's actually really useful. And that's it for breakfast, super simple and easy. For lunch, I also kept it simple. They just got a half a can each of this Tiki Cat After Dark in chicken. Dinner is when I add supplements and toppers. They're getting about 2 ounces each of Viva Raw in venison. To maintain their gut wellness, they're getting a 1/4 teaspoon of Love Bugs, which is a pre and probiotic. To prevent hairballs, they're getting 1 quail egg yolk each. And for an added organ meat, they're getting these chicken giblets, which are high in taurine. And that's everything they ate in a day. This is another what I feed my cats in a day. For breakfast, they're just getting the Tiki Cat After Dark in chicken. I know Tiki was recently bought out by General Mills, so some of their ingredients might be changing in the future, but we'll see. For lunch, they're getting this Meow air-dried venison, and of course, it's getting rehydrated with this Open Farm chicken bone broth. You should always be rehydrating dry food as a preventative to UTIs, especially for male cats. For dinner, they're getting Viva Raw in beef with Felix's Flora, which is a pre and probiotic. I sprinkled over some green lip mussels for some added omega-3s, which are great for their skin and coat. To prevent any hairballs, I gave them each 1 freeze-dried egg yolk. To top everything off, I gave them these chicken cubes from Open Farm, which are a great high-protein treat. And that's everything they ate in a day. Every time I make these type of videos, I always get a ton of comments that this is too much food. Please remember that dry food is much higher in calories compared to wet food. For cats on an all-wet diet, this is a normal amount of food. If you're feeding dry food, this may look like a lot, but it's not at all.